Welcome to The Watching Dead, the officially unofficial podcast for The Walking Dead on AMC. I'm Jim.
And I'm Aaron.
And this week we're covering Season 3, Episode 6, titled Hounded. You're being hounded by something right now.
I'm being hounded by my first serious sickness of the year.
Oh, I hope I don't catch it. That's what I'm really worried about.
I kind of hope you do. Honestly.
You would. It could be the zombie plague.
I feel I got that like eyes burning, throat sore, head full of crap, but I've got a mug of hot tea with lemon in it and honey, and I neti potted, and I Sudafed it up. So we're going to see if we can get through this.
All right, excellent. I'm going to ask you what I tend to forget to ask you at the beginning of each episode. What do you think of it?
Honestly?
No, I want to lie.
I thought there was some really good stuff. I really surprisingly enjoyed Rick's losing his shit with the phone.
Yeah.
I liked the fact that we're getting Michonne and the prison group together. But I thought there was some bullshit in this episode.
Bullshit?
Yeah. A lot of it was just like, when you really step back and think about it, it's like this. A lot of this didn't make sense to me.
We have to point it out when we come to it because I didn't see it, honestly.
So I'm going to give it 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10.
Mediocre
middle
episode.
Middle of the road.
Yep.
Okay. I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10.
All right, so you're not so far off.
I'm not too far off. I thought it was mediocre, except for Andrew Lincoln did a phenomenal job this week.
Yeah, I'm in it like I feel bad. I'm in a bad mood. I didn't like this episode. I think I'm going to earn the 1-star reviews on iTunes this week.
Awesome. Well, I'll try to counteract them.
Cracking my knuckles, getting ready.
All right.
You feel this, Mazera? You feel somewhere the hairs are standing on the back of his neck.
All right, let's get into the recap. It starts off with Merle and his crew of guys chasing down Michonne when they come across her bitergram.
Okay.
Which is spelling out go back, apparently.
So stupid thing number 1. Why are they following her?
To kill her.
But why?
Because that's what they do. I don't know, really. I don't know.
I mean, would they have, like Andrew... So if anyone leaves after they arrive, they hunt down and kill them to keep them from telling anybody else about their existence?
That's what I assume.
All right, that's sensible. All right, I've worked through that issue. Now let's talk about Michonne if she thinks she's being tailed. First of all, she's got a 24-hour head start on these fuckers.
Okay.
And they've established that they're setting off on foot. Mm-hmm. How in the hell did she know they were following them? And how did she know what direction they'd follow her? And if they were close enough that she deduced all that, why would she stop and take the time to assemble a bitergram?
I don't know the answer to any of those questions.
Especially since, thank God they brought the new guy, because he's the only one with his head enough out his ass to get the word scramble she left.
Yep. Neil. What's his last name?
Bob.
I'm just calling
him Bob.
I don't know what his last name was. I'm assuming Michonne has been waiting a long time in that tree. And can we talk about the tree? She jumps out of this tree.
You mentioned
you can see there are no branches anywhere near the ground here. It's a 20-foot fall.
You mentioned that she was like Predator in the last episode.
Oh, full Predator.
She is Predator in this episode. She's jumping out of the tree line.
She's spilling guts on herself.
She's running out of a hail of bullets and getting in a little tiny nick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm surprised she wasn't bleeding neon green.
Yeah, she just needed to scream really loudly, I think.
Right.
Some fire in the background.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was cool. I kind of liked seeing her go full Predator. I mean, we're not there yet.
It was cool. I thought Merle was great in this episode, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to be this overtop character, you should embrace it.
Yeah, well, let's talk about
his motivational speech. I just love it, you know?
To Neil, let's talk about that for a second. This is actually not just showing him being an asshole. This is showing a part of Daryl, too. Because this is what I'm certain this is what Merle was doing to Daryl when he was young.
Certainly, yes, very good point.
So this is the kind of fire that Daryl is forged out of,
right?
Which you can definitely see why he's kind of a badass now. Because Merle's just like, get your shit together, let's go do this.
Update: I just spilled herbal tea in my keyboard.
Oh,
that can't be good with honey. infused with honey.
All right.
Keep going. If there hear any
moving.
sparks or bursts of static, it's all part of the show, folks.
He's trying to be a comedian, too, because that line where he says, I'm going to keep calling you Neil, was pretty good. I like that.
Right.
All right, let's move on. Rick's talking on the phone to someone who is someplace safe. And that's all they really say there.
Yep.
Do you know who this is? Should we talk about who this is?
I don't know. Would it be considered a spoiler?
I don't know, because it's already happened, but they didn't mention who any of these people were.
It's rarely available, though. All
right, if you want to talk about it, go for it.
So everyone that she talks to is a survivor from season 1.
Yeah.
Right?
No, is dead.
Oh, was a survivor in season 1, now dead.
Okay. Yeah.
Starting with Amy, who is Andrea's sister. She's the one on the phone here. And supposedly, not supposedly, I verified this, they got the original actors to come on to do these voiceovers.
Oh, nice.
That's kind of cool.
So the first one is Amy. Then there's what you said is Morgan.
Well, or is it Jim? I know it's basically...
Well, Jim is on the phone at one point, but there's another dude in there.
And that's Morgan.
Okay, I couldn't identify
There's also
him.
Jackie.
So we know that Morgan is dead now, right? I mean, that pretty much verifies it. Is that right? Or is this just Rick saying, I feel guilty leaving him there?
I think this is Rick's imagination concluding that someone couldn't have survived. But
Sure,
no, I don't think you can... You can't figure anything about the real universe from Rick's fragile psyche. I don't think you can do that.
Definitely.
Unless the writers have forgotten that, too.
And then third voice is Jim, like you said. And then the final voice, obviously, Lori. We know that.
Yeah, you missed Jackie's in there at some point, too.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about Jackie.
There's 5 total phone calls. There's a lot of
phone calls. The spoilers here just totally ruined this for me because I knew we pretty much had a synopsis of the whole episode last week.
And I'd read this is a plot line right out of the comics as well.
Yeah. But we don't have that this week, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the episode next week with fresh eyes.
Like I mentioned last week when we considered this, it's like I'm very surprised because this is a very late in the, not late, but like into the 50s or 60s thing.
It's late in the
run of the
prison
comics
section, right?
It would be a post prison.
Oh, wow.
That's probably a spoiler even to say it's post. Maybe you should mark that.
Maybe there is no post prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like just by alluding to the fact that the prison is going to be done with. We've done that several times, though. Maybe that isn't a spoiler. Eventually, they will move on from the prison.
Maybe.
We'll
leave it open.
Unless they just keep fucking around and changing the show. I mean,
they could.
Yeah, it's going to be called the Little Prison on the Prairie. It's going to open with Rick's daughter running through a field of daisies, fleeing a horde of zombies.
Yep. And Carl's going to be 45 years old.
Oh, man. Speaking of 45, you have to be about that old to get that reference.
Yeah, you do.
Like, if you're under 30, you have no idea what the fuck Little House on the Prairie is. Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Laura Ingalls.
And what's his face played on the TV show.
The angel guy, Highway to Heaven, man.
I can't think of his name. Walton?
Goggins?
No. All right. Anyway, so I really like this scene because this scene, to me, explains why he was so crazy last time. Because I didn't get it until I saw this part of the scene. Like, last episode, he doesn't feel like he can lead this group anymore because he's failed in the worst way possible, right? His wife is dead.
Yeah.
That was like one of the very few people that he absolutely wanted to protect.
Right.
And that's why he went so crazy, obviously. But then this phone call snaps him out of it because he's got a new way out. He's like, what is this phone call? Why is this phone ringing? Maybe there's an outside world to go to. So now he's back into kind of helping the group mode.
And kind of like what you said, with us being spoiled and me reading the comic books, I just took it for granted that, yes, clearly Rick is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that, my girlfriend, who is not a comic fan and doesn't listen to their spoilers, and is a pretty smart cookie, was debating, like, is Rick crazy? And I think after the Herschel scene, she decided that he probably was. But they play it like, hey, man, and I don't think those voices are readily recognizable. So
yeah, certainly.
I think I wonder how many of our listeners had the same thing, whether he's crazy or not. So.
Yeah. But I also really like, I don't know, I just liked his acting here and his performance because I felt the desperation in his words and his face. But like, this is his only way out. If that person hangs up on him, he may never get another opportunity.
Right. And he slams the
to help
and he
his
kind of.
family.
You're right. The first time that he gets hung up on, he goes almost into another rage, full-blown rage.
Yeah.
We have some really interesting takes.
Okay.
About his fugue state and his state last week that I almost wish had gotten to us in time. I'm having an elaborate series of heart attacks over here. My head cold has produced some kind of aortal blockage. I don't know.
All right. So Rick goes back to the group in the cell block, and he's trying to play it cool. He's just making sure everyone's okay. He says, I cleared out the other cell block.
Right. Just checking on Carl.
Yeah. Well, not checking on Carl. He specifically doesn't even address his son here.
No.
Who's still been through this horrible trauma.
He just gives him the Lori shoulder squeeze. The shoulder squeeze of doom.
Yeah. And then
Official
he goes
prediction,
back to the phone.
Carl dies before the end of the mid-season.
Oh, boy. Has a baby cut out of him.
I did think there were some smart things here. Tom G, I believe it was, called it last week. It's like they need to find a phone book and get a map and start systematically looking for stuff rather than just driving around. It's like that's a really smart idea. I'm surprised it's taken them, all through the long Georgia cold winter to figure this out. And they're setting around to fixing a generator just in case. Mm-hmm. Smart idea. So
definitely.
And then Rick slams his way out of that room.
Yep. Then we go back to Merle and Neil, who, actually we go back to Merle and he finds Neil. He's unharmed. He's not dead.
Bob.
Unlike the dude who was decapitated.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I actually thought Neil got stomach
I thought so
cut
too.
in the previous scene. Like the way they cut it, I thought Merle was the sole survivor.
Yeah.
Apparently no. He didn't get cut at all.
But he finds Neil and he talks him into chasing after Michonne again.
Right after they take their own.
Yeah.
And I got to say, the Foley guys, when Merle pig sticks that guy through the eye socket and you hear that like skull, that's disgusting. They must have a lot of fun on the Foley studio at the show.
All right, moving on. Andrew volunteers to take a watch on the wall.
Did you catch that the kids were singing "Ring Around the Rose"? Or wait, we're singing "Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, Catch a Biter by the Toe"?
No,
you didn't get that. Yeah,
nice.
I thought that was a nice touch.
Yeah, you got to wonder what the kids growing up in this world are going to be like.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be totally different,
right,
than the current generation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Merle to the side, I feel like that a lot of people that have the effect, because really the reason people fight, I mean, the root cause of all kinds of bigotry and racism and cultural strife is our ingrained response to the other. We want to associate people that are like us, and we want to demonize people that are not like us for whatever survival reason that gives us. And in a situation where you suddenly have a ton in common with the people that are still living and breathing, and you're against the shambling dead trying to kill you, I bet that it leads to all kinds of, new forms of integration and melting pot, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
And
just like, growing up in a world where zombies reign.
Right. It's like Rick said, there's just light meat and dark meat now. And that's all there is.
Yeah, very true. Rick gets another phone call. This time
wait. There's something else.
All right.
People asked if there was any, and I got a piece of feedback. Is there any significance to the 5 on Andrea's chest?
The 5?
Is
what?
This kind of show? Well, that's the thing.
I didn't even notice it.
It took me the second time, but she's got this 5 on her chest. That's, I swear to God, like one of those colorblind tests. Like the eye doctor shows you, and it's assembled from, there's a number buried in a bunch of multicolored.
What do you mean it's on her chest? Is it like embroidered into her shirt?
Yes.
Is it? Okay.
Yes, but it's super. I mean, on our shitty standard def feed, it's almost indiscernible.
You don't think it's just these people have like a ragtag assembling of clothing?
Yeah, and she just took the number 5. She called dibs on 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Or she has 5 episodes to live. Oh, yeah.
I think that's what somebody said. I just don't think that's that kind of show. This isn't Breaking Bad.
No.
So.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
This is not Lost. Rick gets another phone call. This time it's from a dude who asks him how many people he's killed. And when he asks how Rick's wife died, Rick says he doesn't want to talk about it, so the guy hangs up.
And then he really loses his shit. He's like a wild animal in the scene. I wrote down, too, that at this point, my girlfriend's leading theory was that she thought there were people from Woodbury calling.
Yeah. That's a good theory if you don't know that he's totally psycho.
Right. But I think it's almost like she's thought that they were fucking with him, or maybe there was a somehow a resistance to an underground governor resistance movement.
Oh, yeah.
Which would be an interesting plot line as well, but nope. He's just crazy.
Yep. Psycho. So moving on, Andrea's holding down the wall
with Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games trilogy.
Yeah, that's except a really terrible shot.
She's like the opposite of Katniss, the anti-Katniss.
Yeah, she's holding down the wall. Walkers come up. She jumps off the wall, stabs it in the head, and she loves it.
Yeah, she's holding. So Katniss is holding down the wall in the sense that her sitting on it is keeping it from flying into space because she's a terrible shot.
Yeah,
she's like, horrible. Yeah, my daddy's got this Cadillac bow. I killed him for it. And
I was gonna say,
I totally tried out for the Olympics. She comes across like that pathological liar you find at the bar. That everything you've done, they've done it twice as good and 3 times cooler.
Yeah.
And you start telling, it's like, you had an impact of wisdom tooth, they had 8. It's like, just stupid.
Except if they're smart about it, they don't lie about things that can easily come into play during the course of the conversation. Here's a fact.
She somehow glanced a bow, an arrow off the side of a rotten zombie skull. Mm-hmm. Then her second shot... The walker actually dodged.
Did it?
Put that in your mind. Mm-hmm. A zombie dodged her arrow shot.
That's pretty terrible.
I would posit that Andrea did have to. It was a must situation. She couldn't let that one more second of this idiocy pass.
I think Andrea could have taken the bow out of her hand and taken a better shot and killed it.
Yeah, I don't know. It also troubles me that people describe themselves as killing their family, like that's what they did. No,
oh, yeah.
Like this girl says I killed my dad for it, and I'm like, whoa, they're peeling the crazy off of Woodbury pretty quick. Which maybe, but then Andrea's like, oh yeah, I totally killed my sister too, and I'm like, no, you guys didn't.
Yeah, you killed zombies.
Is that the way you would describe it? Is that? I mean,
no, certainly not. I wouldn't.
I'd say like I had to put.
They turned and I had to take them out.
Maybe you say you put him down.
Yeah.
But I murdered my father for this sweet ass bow. Yeah, I murdered my sister. She was totally annoying, trying to eat my face. Come on.
I'm with you, man. That's not an accurate way to describe it.
The scene, and the way it played out with the governor kind of like rubbing her nose in it, and then 2 scenes later they're humping, didn't sit well with me. Didn't like it.
No?
No.
All right. Fair enough.
And then shitty bow girl getting her shit all out of joint at Andrea for stepping up and doing something that she couldn't do.
Yeah.
I felt like that was just naked jealousy.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. She was just like, well, I'm not good enough to kill that walker, so I don't want you to be either.
Also, why I'm ranting? Girls, don't tuck your fucking ears into a ball cap. That looks so retarded.
Who had their ears tucked in?
Shitty bow girl. Plus, tons of girls that go to baseball. It's like
why?
I don't know why. I guess because the hat's slightly too big for your head.
Get a smaller hat.
And if you're afraid if you tuck it behind your ears, it's going to make your ears stick out a little bit. Instead, you just look like you look like you have your ears surgically pinned back.
That's weird. I've never tucked my ears into a hat.
This is irritable, shitty Aaron. So just. It ain't getting any better.
You should be glad he's not drinking scotch.
Yeah,
just tea.
I'm on herbal tea, and that's it.
Ooh.
Although that does sound good. Maybe when we take a break for the feedback section, I'll put some bourbon in that tea and
awesome.
Get what's coming to me.
Speaking of bourbon in your tea, Herschel attempts to talk to Rick about his wife, and Rick tells him about the phone calls that have been happening. I really like this scene. I have always really respected the way that Herschel and Rick interact with each other.
Yeah.
It's very manlike.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very upfront and honest, and they get each other, you know?
And they have a good way of talking each other's crazy down. And they take turn, like, Herschel was crazy about guns, and
he's
crazy
booze.
about keeping zombies in the barn, and, Rick had to talk him down off a ledge, going to that bar and getting him, and...
Yep.
Yeah.
Now Herschel's returning the favor.
They have a very committed bromance going.
Definitely.
And I also love how when Rick's like, I got a phone call, Herschel's like, what?
I'm going to pick up this phone if there's not a call.
What? It's kind of the same way people treated Rick when he said, I also saw a helicopter.
Yeah.
I just heard, what? Helicopter? You're fucking crazy, dude. So the only thing I can think of is if I was a person that wasn't up on spoilers of comic, I might have been like, well, that's true. People doubted him about the helicopter, too.
Yeah.
But then Herschel picked it up and like, there's no dial tone here. Okay. Mm-hmm. So now do you think...
That's clue number one, right? That he's totally crazy.
Do you think that deep down... And I thought this as I was watching the scene. Do you think that deep down that Rick knows he's crazy too? That he just doesn't want the fantasy to end?
I think Rick knows that he's got to deal with this one way or another. But I don't think he knows that these phone calls are his way of starting to deal with it. So,
because I got the opinion that maybe he knows deep down that this really is crazy. But then I got also a compelling email that this is like fits all the descriptions of an honest to God psychotic break.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel stupid for criticizing his actions last week. So,
yeah,
I don't know. Maybe some smart listener will write in with some anthropological studies of leaving body part based messages in people fleeing stressful situations, and I'll feel dumb by criticizing that. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Michonne attacks Merle and Neil once again. This time the biters join the party.
Hell yeah.
They're all up in the mix.
Got a cut to the ribs, a kick to the balls, and walkers all around.
Merle takes a vicious blast to the head from Michonne, doesn't he?
He takes a vicious blast to his Johnson.
I forgot about that.
He got
kicked directly
Timberland
in the dick.
Stomped in the balls, man.
Yeah. I forgot about that. He just takes it.
And I also love, like,
keeps going.
Very accurately portrayed, like, it's similar to a bomb blast. Like,
yeah.
We got the full-on, another Nucky homage.
But then he fights off the walkers, just barely able to.
And
it's kind of sloppy.
Bob did rise to the occasion. And
Gargiulio?
Yeah, whatever. And man, I think I've seen a lot of shit in this show.
Oh yeah,
but the gutting of that zombie is right up there.
Oh my god, the guts!
Just the way it slowly kind of splutched out,
just all over
her. Oh,
up on her face, everything.
It's kind of like very dead, similar to like Dead Alive, something that Peter Jackson would come up with. It's like a fountain of blood coming out of this.
Now
belly.
I just want to cover this person in guts.
Yeah, right.
More guts.
Yeah, I didn't get what I'm looking for in this take. More guts.
Yeah,
more guts.
If we need a fatter zombie, we can do it.
Yep. He came in there and said he's got one fever. He needs zombie blood. Anyway.
Awesome. Yeah, that was cool. That was definitely... Although, I don't know if I can award that zombie kill of the week.
Why?
Because it wasn't a kill.
Oh.
It just
zombie
sprayed
the
guts
week?
all over her.
But what would you... There's not that many zombies got killed this...
Yeah, maybe Merle with the knife hand through the face again, but it's already been done.
Yeah. He shot his one-handed zombie kill wad pretty early on in the season.
Definitely. I don't know. We'll keep going and see if we can come up with another one.
All right.
I didn't think about that. Daryl and Oscar and Carl are clearing more of the prison, and Carl and Daryl swap stories about their dead mothers. Daryl talks about how his mother burnt up in a fire at their house, and Carl trumps him, one-ups him, little bastard, with the story about killing his mother.
Yeah, it's like, well, I shot my mom. I was like, cool story, bro. But I shot my mom. I ended it. It was real.
Yeah. It was real.
Although I got to say, Daryl outfathers Rick yet again.
Yeah, with his nod?
No, I mean, just the whole, like, taking him aside and telling him this story. And then, Carl obviously had a good point. But then Daryl's like, I'm sorry, sorry about... Exchange sorrow about each other's mother, and then give him the clap on the shoulder from the resident badass of the group.
Yeah, it seems like Carl's gonna.
I wish Daryl could give me a clap on the shoulder right now. That would carry me through the rest of this cast.
Yeah, I don't think he likes herbal tea. I'm sorry. He'd put a scotch in your hand and then clap you on the back.
Good. I would appreciate that too. Cook me up some possum while you're at it.
I think Carl's gonna have a lot of dads in this group. I think Daryl's gonna be a dad. Rick is eventually probably going to be a dad again.
Takes a village of dads.
Yeah, Herschel's probably going to be a dad. We get a lot of dads.
That would be cool.
Group.
That would be cool if everybody kind of steps forward and you had like a full-on Full House situation.
Oh, Jesus. Who's Uncle Jesse?
I don't know.
I would say it's Glenn. Glenn's got the coolest hair of all of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Uncle Joey? I don't know.
Ooh. Joey's the Bullwinkle Moose guy, right?
Yeah.
That's totally Herschel.
Herschel? Okay.
Yeah. I always thought Uncle
enough.
Joey had a secret drinking problem, too.
He probably does.
A little bit.
I would if I were him. The governor tells Andrea she's off of wall duty because of her, I don't know what you would call it. Not insubordination, just...
Failure to obey the law of not jumping off the wall.
Yeah. Andrea
Apparently
confesses,
you can waste multiple arrows.
Just not a
pissing
problem.
up. Yeah, not a problem at all.
Well, I imagine they can go out and get those arrows again.
Not if it requires jumping off the wall, and that's verboten.
Fair enough.
I just felt like it's a Wesley Crusher situation. You know, like he tripped and fell into a garden, and now he's suddenly being executed.
Well, we talked about that when we first encountered Woodbury. We felt that vibe in the place, and so you gotta wonder,
yeah,
what's under there? The governor's under there.
Well, and then she's like, okay, starts to walk around. Oh yeah, I like the fights.
Yeah,
this is horseshit.
She loved the fights, man.
Is she really sincere, or is she trying to ingratiate herself to the governor here? I couldn't tell both.
I think she's sincere because in that scene where she stabs the zombie in the head, she's like, "Ooh, I like that." She was eager to kill.
That wasn't fake bullshit. I don't.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that like she really
she
jumped
doesn't
down
like
and
that it
killed
was
a
fake?
zombie. No, I'm saying that like yes, I could see that's good, but that doesn't translate. Her and the governor's legitimate bonding over how badass they both are and how awesome it is to run around like warlords killing people.
Yeah.
Is one thing, okay? But her saying I liked the fights, like she didn't look like she liked the fights.
No, she didn't.
Do you think
I just
the
don't
fights
think she
lasted,
knew what to make.
There was like 6 more hours of fights, and by the end, she was just
cheering.
like she had her shirt
her
off,
face painted.
Yeah, face painted, screaming like Merle. I don't know.
Maybe.
No, I just felt like that was a whiplash change of character for her.
No, see, I bought it. I thought when she was at the fight, she didn't know what to make of it. She was totally shocked by it. Like, what is going on here? And then when she got down to it, she's like, okay, we're warriors. Because she's a bit of a warrior.
Yes.
Whether she's being, I don't know, taken out of that role or not.
Right.
Looks like she might move back into it.
I just felt like in context, I wish there just wasn't time, a scene to breathe between her turning on her heel and being like, I really like the fights, Governor. And like I said, it just didn't sit well with me.
Yeah, well, she also does admit here to liking the governor, having the governor grow on her. So, I don't know. Maybe she is just doing this all for the governor's sake.
I don't know.
She doesn't really like it. She just likes the governor.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't have a problem with Andrea. There's God knows, we got a lot of feedback of people having a big problem with her getting it on with the governor.
No problem.
I don't have a problem with that.
No.
I don't have a problem with that. And I'm pretty sure if like the roles were reversed, we would not get the feedback we're getting on that.
It reversed in what way?
Like if we had a rugged male survivor that came upon a stern, taciturn female governor who we as the audience saw was kind of crazy, but the man did, and he got with her, I don't feel like people would have a problem with that.
Gotcha.
It'd probably be like, yeah, way to bed to smoking hot crazy chick, but now Andrea is like can't
unless she sounded like Liam Neeson, and then I couldn't take it.
Plus, do you realize the last time she got some, it was some sweaty humping in a Hyundai with big-eared Shane?
Yeah, that's right.
Now you get this smooth, quasi-Scottish Jedi master coming at you.
True.
That's literally protecting all these people and keeping it all together.
Good point. Who can falter?
Yeah.
Moving on. Merle shoots Neil in the head.
I'm getting hot just thinking about it.
When he refuses to lie to the governor about killing Michonne. Neil's not going to go along with it, so Merle takes him out.
Yeah.
Merle's not the good guy that everyone seems to be hoping he's turned into.
That's the thing.
It's pretty obvious.
He had roped me in. I thought maybe...
Really?
Yeah, I thought maybe he'd been rehabilitated a little bit.
Well, this episode...
Rehabilitated,
definitely.
I mean. He was never rehabilitated.
No.
But he's got rehabilitated, and now it's like you really realize that he's... Although, is Merle so much a rebel who doesn't give a shit for anybody and for himself, or is this the consequence of the governor ruling like a crazy madman? Because that's like the evil overlord's ultimate demise. Like, if you wantonly kill people, you know, for the slightest slightest infractions, why would your orderlings give you bad news, even bad news you need to hear?
That's a good point.
So I can't tell if this is more Merle being, you know, only in it for himself.
Well, I think Merle is clawing his way up the ranks of this place. I've gotten vibe.
He's already top banana everybody but Poindexter, right? That's the opinion I got.
Now if the other guys are dead, probably so, yeah.
But he was clearly that group's leader, too.
Yeah, no, that's true. My feeling is he really just wants to look good in the governor's eyes.
All right.
And impress the governor. So maybe that's why he doesn't tell him the truth here.
So, whatever.
I don't know. So Michonne learns that the walkers won't attack someone who smells like them.
Which should have already known, because she's been using that as camouflage, real live walkers for camouflage.
Yeah, she probably should have known that.
Yeah.
But who knows if they smell as bad on the inside.
What?
Huh?
I know it's a Tauntaun reference, but
she may not have known if the guts would do it or if the presence of live walkers did.
Right. Okay, I gotcha.
Gotcha. And here's her predator moment when she does the camouflage thing. Mm-hmm. We go back to Rick.
Rolls around in mud real quick.
Yep. We go back to Rick, who gets another phone call. This time it's someone who knows his name. Oh, my God. When he calls this person on it, the person hangs up.
Sketchy. Pretty sketchy, Jim.
Very sketchy.
Pretty sketchy.
This is where the the wheels start to come off the horse here.
Now the chains come off the horse.
Because now you're starting to think, okay, this guy's a lunatic, right? There was no dial tone when Herschel picked it up.
Why would chains be on a horse
Now people
anyway?
know his name. They wouldn't be. That's why I stopped saying it.
Well, it's
wheels aren't on a horse either. I meant the cart.
The chains?
The wheels come off
Why
the
would
cart.
chains be on a cart?
They wouldn't be.
Do you chain a horse to a cart? I mean, I don't know a lot about that
No,
kind
I
of
was thinking
stuff.
I was thinking off the chain. And that kind of just distracted me from what I was actually trying to say.
All right, okay.
It's the scotch. I blame it.
All right. That's
So
the thing. You sound like way dumber this week because I'm sober and you're not.
Oh, yeah.
We can never let this happen again.
No.
All right.
Definitely not. Next week,
Moving on.
I'm sober and you're
The
blasted.
even it
Yes,
out.
yeah.
You need to save that for when I chug the Southern Comfort if Poindexter survives.
That's right.
So,
Come on, Poindexter. Do you have anything to say about that, or should we move on?
move on.
All right. So Maggie and Glenn are out foraging for baby formula once again.
Canoodling, too.
Yeah, not smart. Didn't they already have that experience in the pharmacy where Maggie damn near got bitten by a walker?
It wasn't because she kissed a dude, though, was it?
They were not paying attention because they were canoodling.
I don't know. I feel like you gotta canoodle where you can in this world.
I think the guard tower is much more secure for that type of stuff.
No.
But Daryl's onto him there. He's probably got cameras installed and shit.
Oh, probably.
Probably.
TMZ level stuff. Look who's canoodling in the guard tower.
He's broadcasting it to no one, just whoever's watching. Suddenly Merle shows up, kidnaps Maggie, and forces Glenn to drive him somewhere. I can only assume he's going back to the prison.
Wow, you
not
a bunch of
prison.
scenes. You
Back
smashed
to
a bunch of
Woodbury.
scenes together. You missed the duck.
The duck?
Yeah, they apparently got toy ducks.
That was during this scene.
I know.
She's like, grab the duck.
But no, there's quite a bit that happens before.
Oh, all right.
Well, wait.
Well, Michonne's watching and she does nothing. There, we've talked about the entire scene.
There you go.
Now go for it.
Now it's the governor is talking to Andrea on his rooftop garden. It looks like.
I thought that was.
Nope.
I thought that was later.
That's what you do. Relying on IMDb.
What? IMDb is screwing me here.
And he's talking about this something he had to be proud of, which we all know is his 12-inch pecker.
Okay.
Takes it out every night and admires it. Says He's a star. He's a star. He's a bright, shining star.
The T is natural male enhancement.
Oh, God, my throat. Oh.
Yes.
Well, if her herbal tea's doing it, man. Woo!
Yeah.
So I like how, okay, now here's the burning question. He asked her, how long has it been? And then when she kind of like bulges her eyes out at him, he's like, since you had whiskey this good. He was totally talking about
absolutely
boning.
Oh, totally.
And he hit it with the whiskey talk.
How flabbergasted he was when he realized what he had said.
Right.
He's like,
yeah,
whiskey, I mean.
He holds his liquor about as well as you, apparently. He just
I guess so, yeah.
I actually thought this was a pretty good scene, of him explaining some of the weird stuff about the town in a way that Andrea would relate to. He's seen enough of her now to know that what her, I won't say weakness is, but
proclivities.
Yeah, her proclivities. She likes to tussle with the zombies as much as anybody.
Definitely.
And she also, deducing that she's been out in the wild for 8 months, she has to.
Yeah.
It can't be all the Michonne show.
Definitely not. She's not just going to drag Andrea around. Although it seems like she kind of did at the end.
And he's also flattering her, it's like, you and I are the same people. And then she has like this little corny on the wordplay at the end, though, where she's like, death is just something that happens. She's like, other stuff happens too.
Yeah. What are we, 12?
That's her jeans just fly off. So, and I put on my notes, get ready for some intercourse.
Yep. It's a-coming. But first, Daryl finds Carol's knife stuck in the cheek of a dead walker.
Yeah, that's not exactly the right order, but I'll roll with it.
That's the order the IMDb had.
Oh, there's fucked, man. So, the next scene is they go back to Glenn and Maggie. They talked about hitting the formula jackpot. They found...
Yeah, we talked about all this.
No, we didn't. Really?
Well, I read it.
What about the cocktail wieners? Did you read that? I want to know how long cocktail wieners last.
Long time.
Really?
I don't know.
I thought those things are like frozen.
I think they can be.
You can get canned wieners?
Oh, I assume so. You can get everything canned.
That's not true.
Just about. You get canned fish, for Christ's sake.
That's true. Canned meat.
Yeah.
All right. So
canned chicken?
So I guess you can can cocktail wieners.
Sure, why not?
Fine. I hope they're packed in Swedish meatball sauce.
Probably are.
Anyway, what happens here?
Here Merle jumps out.
Finally, yes.
Yeah, pretends to be the good guy. Glenn should have known better and shot him in his face, but apparently he's still dumb. And Merle takes him hostage. Or Merle takes Maggie hostage and forces him to drive back to Woodbury.
Yeah, this is another scene that's horseshit. I feel like that Glenn and Maggie should be better than this.
Yeah.
You let this idiot...
And they were better than this at the beginning of the season.
I just feel like show regress a little bit. Glenn knows Merle and what a crazy loose cannon he is. And he lets him back him down and then is thrown by him throwing a rag with his bayonet arm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he should have been dead.
Glenn needs to realize that when you give someone a warning, it has to lead to something if they don't follow it. Mm-hmm. Like when he tells him, don't come any closer, you got to be prepared to back that up, right?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he just shoot him in the leg or something?
I don't know. So the other thing was and I always wonder this. So Merle's got Maggie hostage. Mm-hmm. Glenn's like 6 foot away.
Yeah.
So you don't have a lot of firearm proficiency.
No.
But you could make that shot, right?
Probably
you could shoot Merle right in the head from 6 feet away.
Yeah. Given as much time as Glenn had,
if you've been practicing with guns for almost a year,
oh yeah,
you would definitely be able. So why doesn't anyone just shoot the person in that situation? One of our listeners says, "Do you have to worry about the reflex action, like Merle squeezing the trigger?" But I believe the gun that he had was a revolver.
Okay. I don't know.
And the trigger pull on that is pretty heavy. Like, I don't think you're just going to, most triggers require more than, like, a pound of pressure.
Yeah, the revolver you've got takes a lot of pressure.
Yeah, unless you're
you have
firing
to
a single
mean to
action.
pull that.
Right.
Well, yeah, as long as you don't pull the hammer back.
But I just feel like that I don't know. I don't know that actually happens. If someone like his finger would spasm, if that would shoot the gun, but maybe that's a concern.
I don't know.
I just know letting yourself be taken hostage by Merle is probably not an option.
It's not a good one. It apparently is an option because that's the one Glenn took.
Yeah,
but it's not a good one.
No, it's not an option you want to take.
Can we talk about Daryl finding the knife?
Sure.
All right.
Although you're going to miss the sparkling action of Oscar finding slippers.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that.
I mean, that's gold.
Okay, let's talk about that. What do you want to talk about when it comes to Oscar finding the slippers?
I don't know.
All right, moving on.
Oh, hell no for me.
Oh, really?
You know?
Sure. Well, he is the new T-Dog, right?
Well, but it's... I don't know. I mean, can't you have the dumbass fucking Jack White dude do that? Get all excited over slippers?
Maybe.
I don't know. I just felt like if that's the only... Are these the only lines they're going to give this guy?
It might be. Those might be his last words.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that says something more about me than the writers, but I just felt like that's... I don't know. I'm just being super critical of this episode.
All right.
Fuck this episode.
No.
I'm taking my headphones off. I'm walking downstairs. I'm getting more tea.
I don't see any reason...
More natural male enhancement.
...to do that whatsoever.
Okay.
So now Daryl finds the knife stuck in the cheek of the dead walker. He apparently knows that it's Carol's because he's like, oh, this is Carol's knife.
He knows knives like the back of his hands.
I guess so. Does everybody have like a signature knife that they use? Because he didn't... Doesn't he know Carl's knife as well?
You know, I bet you would get pretty familiar with everybody's preferred weapon.
Probably.
In this particular world.
Fair enough. Then we move on to Rick when his final phone call comes in. This time it's from Lori. And she tells him to take care of Carl and the baby. And then she reminds him of his promise never to have sex again. I just added that part, obviously.
Have you been keeping your promise?
What do you think of this scene?
Pretty good.
Yeah, we get some more fine acting from Andrew Lincoln.
And I felt like, did it sound like there was some walkers being mixed into the background when she was talking on the phone?
Yes, and I don't get that. What do you make of it?
I don't know what that's supposed to mean either.
Okay.
Except for maybe that is the start of the realization that Rick it's crazy and his mind is supplying the sound of the zombies attacking, as a little bit of background. But I mean, it was a deliberate choice.
Yeah, I assumed that there were zombies right behind him waiting to bite him, but then there wasn't.
Right.
So,
and I thought that this was a very good, succinct explanation for what he was feeling. That I did love you, but I kind of compartmentalized that. Mm-hmm. Because I had to do all these tough things, and I just thought that if I just keep you alive, we'll find the place, and I'll have all the time that I need to fix it. And I just didn't know that there wouldn't be time, and I wouldn't be able to keep you alive.
Yeah.
So now he did also mention I couldn't open that door. I couldn't risk that. Is he talking about the door to his heart? I'm assuming the figurative heart door he had. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't remember any physical doors that he couldn't open.
And he says also, it's like I thought there'd be time, and it was very prominent that he was wearing his wristwatch in the scene.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm asking you, let me ask you something. Would you wear a watch in a zombie apocalypse?
No, definitely not. It's just another thing they can grab you by. And what's the point?
Well, it's kind of like, why do you build a clock in Minecraft?
Why do you do anything in Minecraft, for one?
Good question. But sometimes you can't look outside and you want to know if it's night.
Yeah,
and if you're in the middle of a prison and you've been clearing zombies out all day, it's like, what the fuck time is it? Do we have enough time to drag these guys out? Is it dark now? Is that,
I think
being able to look at your watch is kind of nice.
It feels like in the zombie apocalypse, time becomes almost irrelevant, and it's more about energy. Like, not do I have the time, but do I have the energy to do this?
Well, I feel like that going out at night is more dangerous.
Certainly.
Because the zombies don't have problems seeing you and smelling you, but you have problems seeing them. Everything, your senses don't work at night. So I feel like that's the only thing that's valuable.
Yeah, you're right about that. But it's pretty easy to tell when it's night or day. Although if you needed to regroup somewhere at a certain time, watches could come in handy.
Sure. And also, I was thinking, like, you know how, like, if you have a sleepless night, sometimes you just got to look at the clock to help the time, you know, mark the time. Maybe it's that kind of thing, too.
Fair enough. We move on to Andrea and the governor in the governor's apartment making sweet, sweet love. When Merle interrupts him to tell him that Michonne's dead and that he captured Glenn and Maggie. Okay. So I think the governor is going to find out that Merle lied to him. He's got to. At some point.
Yes.
Otherwise, what is the point of this?
Michonne is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And especially, he told a heaping big lie. Not like we left her for dead in the middle of the zombie, but he actually said, hey, one of my dudes had her head and the other had the sword, and then zombies. Oh, what are you going to do, Governor?
Yeah.
So he's going to be, you know, pants on fire, dangling from an electric fire or wire.
Oh, definitely. I think there's going to be hell to pay when the governor finds out about it.
Right.
Because I don't think he'll take that very lightly, being lied to.
Oh, hell no.
So do you like this sweet sex scene between the governor and Andrea?
I don't know whether it's standard def or not, but I didn't think it was too exciting. It looked like it's like, well, we saw a little bit of Andrea's leg and a little bit of her back, and you know,
the governor's ass.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, okay, it's a standard softest of softcore.
Yeah,
you know, not Skinamax.
It's TV sex.
Yeah, it's TV sex, not Skinamax sex, not HBO sex. It's just
cable sex.
It's basic cable sex.
Yeah.
A little bit of side boob.
Yep.
A little bit of side ass, and that's all.
It's the best you're going to get. Rick comes back to the group in the cell block and snatches his baby from Herschel's clutches and gives it a hug, finally.
Yeah.
It looks very awkward holding it.
Dude, I'm like...
we were talking about that.
First of all, I was like, man, everyone's taking turns showing up Rick as father, because, like, Herschel's just sitting there and the baby's like, yeah, rocking. And then Rick looks it up and he picks it up, and I swear to God, I thought he was going to do, like, the full Lion King. You know?
Hold it up to the sun?
Yeah, like, it's like, I'm not sure you should
like
hold a baby that way.
I'm just concerned what he's going to do when he asks what its name is.
And then,
Daryl has to say little baby ass kicker.
And then at the end, he just crushes that baby to his chest. It's like, man, awesome. I think he'd be more careful with a dozen eggs than a newborn baby.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He hasn't done this in a while. It's been, 12 years?
Tom G noted our first close-up of the baby, and those are definitely Shane's ears.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think to look.
I didn't notice the giant ears on the baby, honestly.
You noticed the hair, though. Plenty of hair.
Oh, yeah, lots of hair.
I guess newborns can have hair.
They sometimes do, and a lot of times it wears off.
Wears off?
No, seriously.
From all the rubbing.
No, like it'll fall out and then grow back in later.
I know. All right, Daryl finds Carol in one of the rooms in the corridor there.
Yeah, he's processing his grief by just ruining the shit out of Carol's knife.
Yeah, totally blunting the end of it.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd do that.
Yeah, just shove it as hard as you can into walls, and he's having another psychotic break. Apparently, you can explain everything in the show by just saying he's having a psychotic break.
Sure. You'd think a badass like Daryl would know better, though.
You know what? That's going to be my new favorite joke. I'm going to start saying anything unexplained happened was due to a psychotic break.
Well, it was a fugue state in Breaking Bad.
But
so now we've got the psychotic break.
People get mad at the governor for having it's a psychotic break.
Yeah.
You do it too. In that situation, you'd have an aquarium full of heads as well.
Definitely.
Psychotic break.
And finally, Rick finds Michonne spying on them outside the prison gates.
Yeah.
Not really spying on them. She comes up and is acting like a zombie. You kind of, I guess you have to kind of act like a zombie, otherwise they'll know.
And people wondered, like, how the hell did Rick pick her out? And I'm like, she was carrying a giant fucking shopping cart basket.
And she wasn't going...
Zombies don't do that.
No. And she wasn't clutching at the fence or anything. She was
her
just looking right at him.
Her clothes were in color. They weren't the standard issue gray zombie rags.
Her skin wasn't rotting off of her bones. Yeah. There's that.
Yeah. No, I think that you would pick the bright red basket from a good ways off.
Oh yeah,
that would be
easily.
Like you can't underestimate how used you get to walkers shambling around, and you see one of them doing weird stuff that would like stick out.
Yeah,
you know, it'd be like if you had a pack of dogs and you get used to having 100 dogs, and one of them showed up painted red, your eye would be drawn to that dog. Yeah, it's a sea of dogs out there, and it's from a distance, but that one's red now.
Yeah,
I think you notice
probably, and that's it. That's the end of the episode.
Cyan from Facebook wondered, how the hell did Michonne find the prison?
Good question. I assumed that she tracked Glenn and Maggie's stuff, like their trail, back to the prison.
See, I feel like that... my theory is Rick and his group has seen this prison a bunch as he's wandering around the area.
Uh-huh.
I feel like Andrea and Michonne probably saw the prison overrun with walkers, and at some point, and when she overheard them say about the prison, that got her wheels running about, oh, I know where there's a prison around here, and she went off in that direction.
Could be.
Although maybe she followed the tracks too. I don't know.
No.
People can unhumanly track other people in the show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that it's really possible for, like, Michonne. Like, if she's got a full day's travel ahead of you, can 4 guys really track a lone black ninja woman through a